Alright, so a small chain of events, or small change of chain of events, whatever. Apparently, we were slow at work today, and I volunteered to go home early. Woohoo! So, kind of major happy right now. It allowed me to get more done on the prop, and that's actually where I'm headed right now. Headed down to Lowe's, and this is a different Lowe's that I went to the other day. So hopefully they will have 2 more caster wheels, and I also need to pick up some more wire feed for the welder, and I'll get that stuff hopefully welded in today. I was thinking about, because I am going to paint the windows in the car also, the flat black so you can't see through them, and my thoughts on that are, it's cold. I don't know what the exact temperature is, but it's, you know, below the recommended temperature the shoe should be painting. But I've got a little ceramic propane heater that I'm going to use and preheat the windows a little bit. I've got the can inside right now, acclimating to room temperature. So that's something else I'll probably take care of today too. So anyway, headed to Lowe's, off work, happy. Can you guys see it on my face? Anyway, catch you guys in a bit. Alright, so a small fear of mine is being realized right now. The Lowe's I was just at doesn't have the same casters. They've got 5-inch casters, but they're not the same as I got. And I want to make sure that this prop stands upright when it's standing up. And although the wheel size on the caster might be the same, 5 inches, the mount for it and the way that the wheel's set up might not be the same. So that's why it's kind of particular that I get the same ones. And I knew yesterday by buying just 2 of them, the last 2 they had, I knew that I was going to run into this problem. So off to the other Lowe's, the one I was at yesterday, to see if they by chance got them in, which I highly doubt. But more importantly, to see if they're going to get any more in, and if so, can they order them for me if they're not going to get them in, or at least put to the side or whatever. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and yeah. Alright, so I'm back again. Just got through going to Lowe's, and if I had looked yesterday and had half a brain, then I would have looked up to where they keep the extra or the overstock, and they had some, so I was actually in luck. So I went and I got the 2 other casters that are going to go there and over there. So I've got the 2 casters that I welded last night. The spray painting on the windows is not going to happen tonight because I'm not sure if you can see it. Probably not. There's a little bit of it. You can see right there, there's like the moisture starting to set in. So obviously, even with a little bit of heat, and it's starting to sprinkle outside again. So with moisture in the air, I don't want to paint it because it's not going to work or come out right. I also got 2 of these angle iron bars. And those bars are actually going to brace the wheel because, okay, the caster will only fit, and I'm only going to weld that top part. I'm going to weld it there, and then back around there too. But it's not going to have a lot of support on the bottom section. So from the bottom section where it's right here, I'm actually going to take that angle iron and probably mount it right here or back here. This right here is where the seat belts used to be, even though I'm not sure if you can see the flex in that, but there's a lot of flex. And I think right here with the 2 pieces of metal coming together is going to be more rigid, but yeah, still quite pliable. So that's where I'm at right now. I'll probably update one more time to see if I can get some of that stuff welded up tonight. If not, then we'll catch you tomorrow. There is, or the update that I wanted to do is actually in the computer room. I want to show you guys kind of the awful, crappy editing program that I have for this camera. This is actually a JVC Iverio camera. I think that's how you say it. The Iverio part, not the JVC part. Anyway, which little known fact about JVC, it actually stands for Victor Company of Japan. I don't know why you need to know that. I just thought that I'd share it with you. So, with that said, I'll update, like I said, a little bit later. Show you guys actually how much I've also spent this year on Halloween, because what I've done is each year I get an envelope, and for everything that I buy, purchase, either tools, actually no, not tools, parts, any kind of parts for Halloween, anything that goes towards Halloween is included in the list, and it shows how much I spent each year. So, and see, I'm doing it again. I'm looking over here in the little screen, and I'm not looking there to you guys. So I know this might be getting kind of boring, but anyway, we'll catch you in a little bit when I go and do that. Alright, so here we have it. It's just a little while later. I've got both casters welded in place along the top, and right here on the side, and all the way on the inside, along with the support bar right here that goes all the way down to the rear deck lid on both sides. Right there and there. And yes, even with the heat, they still work, still move. So that's a good thing. I've actually got this all set to try to do it by myself, which I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it. But I'm going to try and flip it right now. I tried flipping it the other night just to see if I was able to try and get it balanced on the lower casters, and I wasn't really able to do it. I didn't try that hard either, because I knew if it came over, there's nothing protecting the roof, and I don't want any shocks to the rear window if it had come all the way over. So, if it takes me a while, then I'll just edit the video. But if I'm able to do it easily enough, I'll just keep it rolling. So here we go. And it's going to take 2 people. Okay, so it's going to take 2 people. But you can see the general idea. Ah, and that so sucks, because I wanted to show you guys. I just want to show you how it's going to be mobile once it gets on those wheels. But still, kind of weird. It's not every day that you see the butt end of a car. Almost looks like it's coming out of the ground. I've got a cheesy grin on my face. There's a reason for it. Number one, I'm stubborn as hell, and I will find a way to do something. This is awesome. This means that the prop is starting to take shape. It's starting to have some functionality. This is just awesome. You guys see this? Have you ever seen a car look like it's coming out of the concrete? With the casters on it, this prop is now 100% mobile, which is really cool. Oh, so yeah. So this is what I was talking about, the suspension components. Probably going to keep the 2 bars in. Going to remove the strut, remove the traction bars. Obviously, all the backing plates, drums, this traction bar over here, the cables for the braking, the proportioning valve for the rear for the brakes. All that stuff's going to come out. Right here is where the exhaust used to be mounted, and I'm not sure if I've shown this or not, but I have, because it's all about reducing weight so that it'll move quickly. but still making it look like a real car. So there's the back to the muffler, and all I did with this is I just cut it, and I'll just fab up a bracket on the back and call that good. But gosh, you gotta see this. This is so cool. Can't tell that I'm happy at all, can you? So yes, Rock is 100% mobile. Granted, I just hit the bricks in the back, but how awesome is that? So, yay! It's taking shape. So the next thing I'm going to do is go in and update you guys. But, can you see the smile on my face? This is cool. Alrighty, catch y'all in a few. Alright, just like I promised, and I'm still smiling from the prop because that is just so cool. It's progress. Love progress. What I promised you earlier is I was just going to show you, and actually, gotta get this online real quick. There we go. This right here. This would be the 2001 Hellmouth 4 Haunted House. I'm not going to call it a budget because there really is no budget. It's more like how much I've spent on stuff so far. So we've got like lows, lows, and lows. And so far for 2011, I'm up to 105.69. So yeah, so this is what I do. I just throw it back there, and each time I get something for the haunted house, I go and write it down just to keep track. It used to be, or what I have done the last 2 years that I've done the Northwest Harvest donations, is the cash donations I actually split 50-50 with Northwest Harvest and the haunted house as reimbursement. Because I knew that if I were to say anything over what we spent would go to Northwest Harvest, that would never happen. Well, maybe it will this next year, but as far as the last 2 years, it wouldn't have happened. Last year, over $2,000 was spent, so I knew that I wasn't going to get $2,000 in donations. We actually got 128, I believe, if that's right. And, oh, I hate this program. Everio Media Browser sucks. It is such a pain in the butt. And it doesn't help that I have a slow Dell computer too. So, but hey, also check out Facebook. Those are the 3 places that we're at. I just got through updating photos on the build of the car. So if you go to facebook.com/Halloween Hellmouth, or you can go to the website HalloweenHellmouth.com. Or, and if you're watching this, you're probably already there. So is there any real point in talking about YouTube? Sure, why not? YouTube.com/Halloween Hellmouth. So we will catch you guys later. Have a good night. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do tomorrow. I might just actually relax and take it easy, but knowing me and actually doing these videos has actually pushed me to do something every single day on the car. And realistically, that's the only way that things are going to happen for next year, to get everything exactly the way it needs to be. Scary, complete. That would be my cell phone. So, anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. And the casters on the car are done. So, I got her done. Alright, have a good night.